I'm Steve Markwell, and I save dogs you'd rather see dead. So this is Leroy, and Leroy is a fighting dog that came from the Seattle area. He went into a rescue group over there, and Leroy was able to get out and attack another dog, a small dog, which he nearly ripped in half, and the dog ended up, I think, costing about $3,500 to get kind of put back together. Did survive, but the kennel said he had to go. They contacted me kind of desperate, and as I worked with him, you know, a few days passed and a few more days passed, and it became pretty clear to me that this was not just a pit bull who gets into fights. This is a dog that's been trained to fight, and so he's a permanent resident here now. He's a pretty dangerous dog, really. When there are other dogs around, if he can't get to them, he redirects onto his handler. There was one instance when there was a dog on the other side of the fence and Leroy was trying to get to him. I had to pull him away from the fence just to keep him from breaking his teeth on the wire. And as I pulled him away, he turned around and sunk a fang into my chest that went in between my ribs. And I still have a pretty big itchy scar on my chest from that. It's been about 3 months. But most of the time he's pretty sweet as long as there aren't other dogs around. When a dog bites someone and then you need to find a home for that dog, it's virtually impossible. Shelters won't touch a dog with a bite history in most cases, especially not a powerful dog like a pit bull or a Rottweiler or something along those lines. I get requests every day to take animals, and I have to turn a lot of people away, try to refer them to other organizations, and really just take the most severe cases. I want the dogs that the dog lovers hate. Those are the ones that I'm the most interested in working with. How many bites have you gotten from him? Just those two, or has there been, is it kind of a frequent thing? Or oh, okay. So Odie is a dog that is probably not going to be able to be adopted because of the way he's behaving in foster care, and he's just not bonding to people, not interacting real well. He's had a few pretty severe bite incidents, and is hopefully going to benefit from being in a group of small dogs that he can kind of interact with and come out of his shell at his own pace. Bradley stuff. You know, he seemed like he was going to be a really hard case. He belonged to this Russian immigrant family, and so they didn't really get his history because of the language barrier. But since he's been here, actually, the first day, he wanted to be picked up, and he was licking my face, and he's just kind of been that way ever since. So he's been really good, really happy, no problems with the other dogs, adjusting pretty well to the diet. I'd like him to eat a little bit more, but he's doing pretty well. And the only issue with him is he kind of has these spells of where he gets really fearful, and you can't figure out why. You know, you call him and he just starts shaking and he thinks he's in some kind of trouble. So we're kind of working on that. I haven't had that in a few weeks, so he's doing pretty well. I'm a happy guy. Let's start that again. Let's start. Yeah, I'll start. Yeah. So this is Gigi, and Gigi is we think a Walker Hound mix. She might be part pointer, we're not really sure. And now we know who killed the tree. Take 16, Bruce.
You need just at least click, because I need it for visual too, that's why I was going to have that. Yes. Mm.